Hey, all you super players out there, Ben Lodice, aka $5 Lunch, coming at you with a new program with the relaunch of my channel. Uh, I'm going to come up with a more clever name for it, but for now we're going with a Friday Community News program. So basically, we're going to go through Reddit and Facebook and kind of take a look at what people are talking about in the world of Dragon Ball Super Card Game. Now, in the future, I'm also going to include stuff from my Discord channel where you could submit topics for me to talk about. But since I just started this, obviously I haven't gotten any comments because I never told anyone to post anything yet. But so this will happen every Friday. Like I said, I'll probably come up with a new name for it, and it's going to be more of like a general community kind of news program and discussion, more than like a hard like here are all the spoiler cards and here's what I think about them. Those will kind of be in other videos. This is more like kind of what the general community is talking about and things of that sort. So yeah, hope it's something you like. If you have any suggestions, anything like that, just throw it in the comments below. If you want to suggest stuff for next week, during the week or anytime in the future, just go out, hop on the Discord, links in the description, and you can go ahead and post topics there for me to talk about. So let's go ahead and jump on. This is the main Dragon Ball Super group for Reddit. If you don't know, it's, let's see, rdbs slash or underscore card game. There is another one as well, but people don't post it that often, so I'm just going to go off this one, and we're just going to kind of go down and see what people are talking about. Just adjust this a little bit there. There we go. All right. Still working with my fancy setup. That is crap. All right. So pre-release promo reboot leader revealed. Yep, they just released this today. That's just a link. We don't know what it is yet, but they're rebooting another leader, and I'm super excited about this because I really, really love that the reboot of the leaders. One of the leaders it ended up being like tier 1. So we'll have to see. Man, what do I hope this is? There's a lot of people. Let's see. People want Soul Striker or Pan. Let's see. Bojack or Mecha. Bojack would actually be really interesting because we are getting more Bojack cards. Iconic Mecha Frieza. Well, I don't think they already errated Mecha Frieza, so I don't think it's going to be Mecha Frieza, but it seems to be a lot of that. So we'll see. A Shenron leader. That would be really cool. I like that idea too. Let's see. Mekaruba. Yeah. So this looks like video that was submitted. I'm not going to play the video just because I don't want to take away from the person that created it. Go ahead and go down, click if you want to watch their actual video. Mekaruba, I'll probably talk more about it a little later. It's a pretty crazy card. Not for the reasons people are complaining about it on Facebook, but it is a crazy card in terms of its power level. Let's see, we got the starter deck 14 full deck list. Okay, this is the black one. That's cool. People were making fun of the fact that it has 4 Furthering Destruction Champas in it, so I'm guessing it's going to be more of an aggro deck. Let's see. Oh, Kranoa's in it? That's funny. Even though Shugesh isn't a thing. There's some people commenting about Bibbidi's in there. Okay, so they put the Bibbidi super combo in there. That's pretty nice. So it's definitely going to be that. I do like the leader a lot. For those that haven't seen it yet, we'll have to see if we get to it. But the leader's something pretty special, and I'm really excited for that deck, actually. Anyone still taking pre-orders for upcoming starter decks? Second booster box ever. All right, let's take a look. Hey, nice. SPR, Secret Rare. Good Secret Rare, one of my favorites. Congratulations on that. Yep, low-key best Secret Rare. Best Secret Rare, it's definitely the most versatile Secret Rare, I'll give you that. Nope, that's just a picture of that. Black SR's revealed. Yep, they came out with these today. We'll talk about these a little more. It's on the subreddit, but Twisted Twister's different, and I guess we can talk about Mekaruba now. So this card got released today. Normally I'm not going to do like individual card reviews, but this one's kind of, everyone is complaining about this card for dumb reasons. So when it's played, you declare an original energy cost and a character name. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, they can't play cards with declared card game and energy cost, and you can't play copies of this card during your next turn. And then it adds Dark Dragon Balls, which I don't think we even know 100% what that does yet. But I don't think this card should have Deflect, I guess is the way to put it. People are complaining, saying people are going to be cheating or calling wrong levels, things like that. Just so you guys know, I'm like 99% sure it's like this in every other card game, but if you don't know the attributes or cost of a card, it's public knowledge and you can ask a judge. So you can just go ahead, say like you want to do let's see, what's a good example? Say you want to call, and we could just do this. Say you want to call Toa Twisted Sister for some reason. I'm not sure why you would do that, but you can. Um, and so you would call cost of one Toa is what you would call. But say you don't know, you can't remember if it was like Toa or Toa Zeno. Let's say you can't remember. You know it's a black card, so it's probably one of those. You can ask your opponent, and they have to tell you. And if they don't know or are unsure, you can call a judge and be like, "Hey, uh, there is a. I know it's a black one cost Toa that is a counterplay. When you play it, it like warps a card from your drop, and your judge will be able to look up and tell you what card that is, or you will be able to say all those things. And since that can only be one Toa, that would count towards the things. We'll have to see. We'll get an actual ruling on this, but it's not going to be as bad as people claim for sharking and stuff because like this effect exists in every other game, like Mind Crush in Yu-Gi-Oh, Pithing Needle in Magic. So it's not really a new thing, guys. It's not going to be as big of a huge thing as people think. Will it happen occasionally? Yeah, but I mean that happens with every card. You can't not make a mechanic in a card game because you're afraid of people sharking with it. That's not a very good way to judge things. More set reveals. Field card. What is this about? When a field card is in the battle area, is it counted as a battle card? No, it is not. Um, it is counted as in the battle area, though. So if you use a card that destroys all cards in the battle area, it will still clear it. But if it's something that destroys all battle cards in the battle area, it will not destroy it. Let's see. This is a gameplay. Best card design in Dragon Ball TCG. So this is a pretty cool. Let's take a look at this. My personal favorite in the 12 sets so far is the 2 secret rares from set 6, Destroyer Kings. I think that's Demigra and Broly? Hold on. Let me check real quick. Kings Secret Rare. Excuse my spelling. Bam. It is... Oh, Broly and Boo. Broly and Boo. Yeah, I hate Broly deck, but it's not horribly designed. I just personally don't like the deck. The Boo card was interesting. It's definitely something we didn't have in the game at the time, so it was pretty well designed. I'll agree with that. Let's see. Set 2 SR Buhan. Set 2 Trunks says Trouble Strike will make your battle cards gain blocker. That's a really good answer. I like that one a lot. Android 21 a Bad Omen. OG Cell Chain. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's very good set design, card design. It was pretty uninteractable, and that's coming from someone who topped with that deck and actually really enjoys that deck. It's not particularly well designed. SS3 Gogeta seems like people will like a lot of the secret rares for designing, and I will say it's a lot easier to design a secret rare because you don't have to bounce around having 4 copies of it in your deck. Let's see, artwork and favorites. Vegito. I will say that probably one of my favorite card designs is the new super combos. I think that the dual color ones, I think that it's very interesting that each one has its own specific mechanic and each one kind of has its own use too. Every one of those can be used in a deck, which is a really cool thing to see. And since they're dual color, you can use them in a lot more decks without them being like horrifically overpowered, like something like a Pargus super combo, where like if you're playing a green deck, you're probably playing the Pargus super combo. Whereas all of the super combos from the dual colors, like they're not necessary in their colors, but they have a lot of cool mechanics that go along with them. Let's see, more 14 starting. Point in the right direction. Let's see what this is. Hello everyone. So when the game came out, and me being a huge Dragon Ball fan, started collecting cards, trying to get every card minus tournament prizes. Really don't play. Last year after Colossal Warfare, and get back to normal, start my collection again. Possibly get Draft Box 4 for something reasonable. No. I'm sorry. There is no way to get Draft Box 4 original printing cards for something reasonable. You gotta wait for reprints. It was horrifically under reprinted. I have a video about it, and the cards are very good. So I'm sorry. The good news is you're a collector, so I mean you could just wait. When they get reprinted, the price of the old ones will go down. So yeah, you're just gonna have to wait. Unfortunately, there's no quick easy shortcut to that. More black starter reveals. We have a lot of people pointing that out. That is an ad. Box challenge. Who pulled better stuff? Let's just take a look. I wonder if they have a post. I'm not gonna watch the whole video, but if they have a post at the end that has stuff listed, they. Yep, they don't. Okay, can't do anything with that. Um, Finally own him. The Gravy King is mine. Demigra, my favorite secret rare. Congrats. I love this card. I think this card's amazing and reasonably well balanced, even though people will disagree with me. But yeah, card's good. I love that card. Counter window for Overrealm. When you play an overall card, do I need to show it to my opponent in case he wants to counterplay, or is it, as you say, you're going to overwhelm your opponent says if he counters plays, if he doesn't, you can activate. So when you play any card, you have to reveal it to your opponent, not just overwhelm, and your opponent has a chance to counter it. So there isn't anything special with this. I don't believe overwhelm. Yeah. I say someone here says there are 2 counter windows, but I don't think overwhelm has 2 counter windows. I'm pretty sure it's just a condition for summoning the card, which that's what Speedy Terrell says here. I don't know. He says there's 2 counter windows too. I'll have to double check this. I always have to double look up counter window stuff because it's Dragon Ball isn't super complicated. Counter windows is the one really complicated thing. But either way, he will have a chance to counterplay before you put the card in play. Yes. New player, be gentle. Evolve question. Let's take a look. Building my first deck, I need to know the evolve rule. Can cards Son Goku also evolve in Son Goku GT? No, I'm sorry, they cannot. With regards to any sort of names in this game, names are specific. So the difference between Son Goku and Son Goku GT is the difference for Son Goku and Trunks. Like, it's a completely different character. Even though they're both forms of Goku, every form of Goku, be it childhood, GT, Xeno, anything, is a completely separate character. Pulled these yesterday from the draft boxes. Bam! Man, you were pulling up old draft boxes, but congrats. Man, I really like this first secret rare. I wish it had gotten more play than it does. It just doesn't fit in anything. It's been kind of outclassed, but I think it's got one of the coolest starts in the game, and it's just a really sick card, like triple attack, triple strike. Nothing else has that. Oh, my alarm is going off. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Lemon Lime hand control. I'll have to check this out. I wonder if he has a finished deck list on here. He does. Sick. Okay. Oh, it's Eggman. I like his stuff, actually. He does pretty good videos. So yeah, for all the description stuff, definitely go check out his videos. He does really good stuff. And I'm just mildly interested to see. I'm not gonna do a full deck profile or anything. Okay, cool. So he's incorporating the Frieza Xeno and stuff like that. Oh, and it's the new Frieza. All right, cool. Yeah, this deck looks pretty sick. I'll have to watch this video later. So everyone go check that out. Bam. Taboom. To hell with dropping 8 big ones. Oh, there's a guy that's been doing proxies on the Facebook channel. And looks like he made a looks like Shatterfoil Secret Rare Son Goku. I mean, you can definitely pick these up if you're just playing with your friends. Obviously, you can't play them in official tournaments, but I mean, it's better than dropping, I don't know what the couple $100 that this card is, if you just want to play it for fun. I'm lazy, so I usually just write it on a piece of paper and put it in there if I want to proxy out for some testing or something. But, yeah, not bad. Pretty cool. Looks pretty clean. I wonder what the thickness is, because that's what I always worry about with proxies. Usually they're like a little thicker or a little thinner. But I know people have been making proxy leaders a lot, too. They're pretty cool. And lastly, does Black Dabura counterplay card work against You Are Goku and Vegeta SCR? Okay, so he's talking about the Dabura that, how is it called? The one that negates effects, that needs a black leader. That's a counterplay. So, does it work against You Are Goku and Vegeta SCR? It will not negate anything that is an auto win coming into play, because the way it works is they reveal the card they're going to play, counter window 1, you activate your Dabura. Now, your card comes down, the auto goes into pending, their card comes down, and their auto goes into pending. Now, there's 2 autos in pending, and since the auto is already pending, it won't be negated by Dabura. That being said, it will negate the Apex of Power's other abilities. It just will not negate the ability that stops you from playing cards. So it doesn't negate the most powerful ability, but it does negate like the victory strike on it, and so it can still be useful to play the Dabura even though it's not stopping all of the abilities. Also note the ability will go through Apex of Power because it activates before Apex of Power's ability resolves, so you will still get to negate the card. That's kind of complicated without having the cards in front of me, but yeah, that is how that works. Let's see. How long was that? Just curious. Okay. Uh, yeah, let's go ahead and do the Facebook page now. Bam. So I'm just going to go to the main Dragon Ball Super community card game. I know there's a bunch of others. In the future, I may do some more with some of the other ones. For now, we're just going to do this one today. Um, Still refining kind of how this video type is going to work. And like I said before, if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. In the future, I hope to get a lot of suggestions from you guys for things to talk about too. Bam. DBS Decks will be taking over Shenron's Lair website. Joint community Discord has been created. Oh, sick. That's actually really cool. These are two of kind of the bigger communities in the... Oh, that's just a Discord link, isn't it? Okay. I was hoping it would take me to the page, but DBS Decks is what I use to make a lot of my deck videos. They do very well with regards to, like, they make a nice picture where you can print out to show, like, your whole deck in uh, one image, which is very useful. For sharing decks, deck creating, they're very, very up to date with posting. Like, as soon as things get previewed, they throw them on there usually really well. Mark Hill, I've talked to him before about like working with him. I've been on his podcast. Yeah, he does good work with that thing. And then Shenron's Lair, so he'll definitely run that website well. Shenron's Lair does a lot of good tournaments and things like that. So it's real nice that they're kind of going together on this. Oh, that's funny. So watch out, all you Metacooler players out there. I don't know if you could see this. Here, hold on. Bam. I'll kind of zoom in a little bit. But if they drop that new card on you and they call Metacooler with energy cost of 2, you're just screwed. You can't play the game anymore. That's kind of funny. Yep, more people complaining about... Yeah, Scott actually put out a big post today talking about Mechiraba and how his worries about people getting sharked. So here's my thoughts on that. Like I said before, is you can't not put an effect in a game because you're worried about people sharking. Call a judge if you're not sure. This card is definitely going to increase the workload on judges, but I mean, I also think it's a good card for the game. Very powerful card, don't get me wrong, but I think it's a healthy card for the game. We'll see. Saying that, I might eat my words on this. I'm going to make a video about this card later, by the way, talking more in specifics why I think that, but you can't be scared to make cards because of rule sharking. You can't let it affect your game. These two cards are powerful. Bardock the Resolute and Goku and... Oh, talk to you later, Brandon. Bam. The leader card is red. Let's see which one. Okay, this is one of the new cards. Your opponent's life is added to their hand or placed in their drop area by a skill. You may play this card from your hand. When your opponent activates a counter skill, switch this card to active mode. Oh, yeah, this card is really good. I like this card a lot. Also, 0 combo black cards, because they like doing that for some reason. And, god damn it, stop doing that. Bam. If your leader card is green, when one of your card stills make a card, you may play this card from your hand, send this card in... Okay, so this is all the unique color cards, which they have one for each in black. Which is actually a really interesting way to do that, because you have to pick between this and the old cards that say, like, you can only have one color in your deck to play it. This is kind of like a more playable version of that. Let's see. Send this card as warp. You can't play copies of the card if the choose of 20 opponents, but energy cost 4, and warp it. Yeah, this is really good too. Honestly, all of these are really good. The thing that kind of balances is the fact that they have unique, but they're all very powerful cards. Okay, that's someone complaining about a seller. I don't really want to put that on here. Twisted Sister, do I have to pay energy cost for this Toa? Yes. Unless it specifies, you have to pay the 1 energy cost. Bam. More proxies. These ones don't look as nice in my opinion. But, ooh, and they're really thick. Oh, but he's only doing liters, so it doesn't really matter how thick they are. Not bad. If you like it, take a look. I think that the It's probably not feasible with the technology he had, but if you could like somehow like foil, not foil the text box and just foil the rest of it, that would actually look really cool. And yeah, the thickness doesn't really matter because it's a liter. Here's the other one again. I wish we'd show the side. I want to see the thickness on this, but I think this one looks a lot better. Let's see, Andrew, Chris. Okay, so there are different people making them. Bam. More continual proof on why Vegeta is a better dad than Goku. Goku never fused with his kids. Yeah, Dragon Ball gets weird with that kind of thing. I mean, I guess we don't really know what fusing entails, but yeah, that's kind of funny. God dang it, Super Chat. I guess it's popping up behind my head so people can't even read it. That's my local Dragon Ball Super group. Everyone's yelling about stuff. Real reason they added Champa to the new black deck. Solely construct. Oh, yep. This is one of the funniest. For those of you that don't know, I want to say this is the first when Black first came out. In the description of like what black cards were, they can I? Oh, let me just mute this for a second. Mute conversation. There we go. For 15 minutes. Bam. Okay, cool. Now I won't get interrupted anymore. Anyways, Bandai put out a description of like what black cards were, because we hadn't had them before. They weren't in the first couple sets. And they included, however, a black deck cannot solely be constructed of black cards. Players will always need to add a second color. Which obviously is not true anymore, but the new structure deck, if you look, it's not all black cards. It's got 4 red cards in it. So, I mean technically that's still true. So clearly, I mean, that's why. 3D'ing as many leaders as possible. Ooh, I wonder if he's doing... Okay, so he started it. So this is a really cool thing people do where they basically take a stack of the cards and they cut them out in a way where it makes like a 3D effect. That's really cool, and that's something you actually could do to leaders too, since those common leaders basically cost nothing. And yeah, so Adam, keep it up. Add some more layers. I think that could end up looking really cool. More proxy stuff. Wow, people are just crazy for proxies right now. Not bad. That one looks pretty solid. I don't hate it. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the foil text, but not doing that is way harder. That would be interesting. I wonder if you could do that. That would be a cool thing for Bandai to put in. They probably won't, but since leaders like aren't really cost anything anyways, allowing something like this with like a copy for reference probably next to it could be a pretty cool thing to do for tournaments. There's no real reason you can't. Found this old gem. Yep, people making their first decks. But this was a troll post if you didn't notice. It has 5 secret rares, 6 secret rares in it. 6 secret rares OP. Alright, we'll do 3 more, and then we'll be done. The way to anime discussion. Can he beat Goku, though? Okay, extra points for people who know what this is, by the way. This TV show. Put it in the comments. If you put in the comments what show this is, you get extra points. Really hope Crit Vegeta is the rebooted leader. Set 1 Crit Vegeta? That actually could be cool. That was the best leader in the original set, by the way. I'd be up for that. It'd be cool to get like an old, really powerful leader that's just been outclassed again. I wonder what else would have to put in to make it really good, though. Back in the lab, folks. Revival of the true Mass Saiyans. Yeah, lots of Mass Saiyans coming in. And more Makirima stuff. All right, so that'll be it for this week of the community roundup. Go with that. I don't know. I need a new name. I need a clever name. I need a clever name that either has to do with $5 lunch or Dragon Ball Super. One of those 2 things. Extra points for anyone. More extra points. Gotta get those internet points. Throw them down in the description. In the comments. I need a name for this. I want to do it every Friday. So yeah, once again, if you have suggestions, if something during the week comes up that you want to talk about, please put it in the Discord. I have a specific channel just for that, and I will 100% talk about it. Or if you want to put it in the description of this video, I'll go through it quick before I do next week's video, if you really, for some reason, don't want to do the Discord thing. But yeah, please like, subscribe, hit up the Discord, hit up Patreon, go out there, play some Super, and have some fun.